Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go! From Otaku Land, New York, all the way to Anime Central Tokyo and everywhere in between, this is Anime Math. With your host, the most amazing person on the planet, and the biggest otaku out there, Joshua Gregory Anderson. Now then, let's do this, shall we, my friends? Hello, and welcome to another episode of Otaku Math. I'm your host, Joshua Anderson, and today we will be learning about the mean, median, mode, range, and standard deviation. Attention to the Bako thing. Interns. Anyways, let's get started, shall we? Now, before I get started, I would like you guys to know that right here, or wherever I put it, will be a link to each of the times I talk about different things. Right now, we're starting with the mean. Now, as you can see by what I put in as a definition, the mean is a process in which all the numbers are added together and then divided by the amount of numbers. Let's get into it then, shall we? Now then, let's get started with an example, shall we? Okay? First, we have 7, 13, 7, 4, 14, 18, 17, 12. I know these numbers are a bit random, but first we gotta put them into order. That way, it makes things a bit easier down the line. Actually, you should do it for all the other methods as well, including standard deviation. So then, let's get started, shall we? That'll be 4, 7, 7, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18. Now from there, what we'd have to do is add them all up. And excuse me a moment, I have to get my calculator. I'm not good at math myself. So, we'd have to add them all up. So it would be 4, and then it would be 4 plus 7 plus 7 plus 12 plus 13 plus 14 plus 17 plus 18. And that equals 92. So then, we put 92 down here. And now we would divide it all up. So that would mean that we would have to divide 92 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 92 divided by 8. Now to some, they can easily find it in their heads, but if you're not one of those kinds of people who are human calculators, you just place into your handy dandy calculator 92 divided by 8, and you get 11.5. Okay? This is just one of the ways to solve for the mean. In standard deviation, we'll go over how this comes in handy. And how that number comes in handy. Now we will get into the median. Okay, we probably have all heard about the median.
Yes.
If you know the song, it's the mean is the one where you add and divide. The median is the one you see most of the time. So that means there are many of them, such as with the 7s. And for those video game fans who don't understand this, think about it this way. Ermac from the newly released Mortal Kombat X and the expansion, Mortal Kombat XL. His phrase is always, "We are many, you are but one." That's because Ermac is made of many souls. And if you think about it in math terms, souls would equal, Ermac saying that he is many means that he is of the same thing. And the souls would, in a math term, well, in this case, anyways, I'm not saying a souls is a math equation. I made that mistake with the religious community. but it would be like in this case 7. And as you can see, we have 2 7s. The one we see most of the time. So the answer for the median would be 7. Yeah, this was one of the shorter things, but yeah, you know what? I'm going to put up another example, okay? Say we got like in this case it'd be 8, 5, 7, 3, 8, 2. In this case we'd have 8. But say I add in another 7, you don't have to pick which one's the highest. You just got to write down the median. Meaning you'd have to write down both 8 and 7 in this situation. Okay. Now then. And then after doing this, it's time to move on to the mode. Okay? I just realized I screwed up on the median. The median is the one in the middle of the line. Sorry about that, I confused it with mode. It's been a long day. Anyways, we have to put them in order. So 4, 7, 7, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18. And then what we would do is we would cross off on both sides. 4, 18, 17, 7, 7, 14, and oh, what's this? Well, now we're left with 12 and 13. In this situation, what we would do is add 12 and 13 and then divide by 2. So 12 plus 13 equals 25. 25 divided by 2 equals 12.5. So the answer to solve the median is 12.5. And now we can get on to the mode for reals this time without me screwing up like I did on that. Sorry about that, by the way. Okay then, let's get on to it. Now then, after all that, we can finally get into the mode. It's sort of like how I screwed up the the median part. But the mode is where, it's just like the song. The mode is the one you see most of the time. The median is the one in the middle of the line. And the mean is the one where you add and divide. So in this case, we have to find the one you see most of the time. It's still 7, the rule still applies, I just screwed up. Horribly, I may add. Yeah, that's how you find it with these. But there's other ways too. Say if you have it in a stem and leaf plot, which hopefully I'd be able, if I remember, I'll be covering in a later video. If I remember even to update. Yeah, barely even update videos on the channel. Anyways, say you got it in a stem and leaf plot, like 2, 3, 4. Like this, a stem and leaf plot, by the way, goes like that's 10, 11, 12, 13, then 20, 0, 0, 3, 4, 3, 0, 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, bear in mind, with the stem and leaf plot, you always have to have it in numerical order. So in this case, it'd be 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, and then it goes 2, 0, 2, 0, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 0, 3, 0, 3, 1, 3, 2, then 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 7, 4, 8. It's always going to be like that. So, in this situation, it's just to check how many numbers of the same are there. So, 20 would be 1, and 30. That's how you'd find the mode from a stem and leaf plot. Oh, the same can also be said for finding the median. Where the median, all you have to do is still cross off. Is then cross off 8, cross off 0, cross out 7, cross out 1, cross out 6, cross out 2, cross out 5, cross out 4, cross out 0, cross out 2 again, cross out 1, cross out 0, cross out 3, cross out 0, and we're left with 24 and 30. So what we do is add, 24 plus 30, and we would get 54. Now 54 divided by 2 equals 27, and that's the answer. 27. Yeah, 27. And that's the answer to this. So, I hope you learned a lot from the mode, because what we're moving on to is a bit easier. Then after this, there's also a standard deviation, which I will assure you is a total mind blower. Anyways, let's get to it then, shall we? Now then, we are on to the range, the easiest bunch. And I had to switch some of the numbers because of reasons. Mainly because one of my interns messed with my board. But not to worry, my fellow friends. This one's got some good ones. And for all those people out there who are now commenting, Josh, this is supposed to be otaku math. Where is the anime things? Well, that's because I believe there are no word problems that require the use of of my usual brand of anime styled references, like say if Aaron had stole 2 keyblades and Levi stole 3, how many keyblades do the two have together? And something like that. I mean, there's no word problems that for mean, median, mode, and range, or standard deviation for that matter. So, anyways, on to the range, the easiest one. For this, as you can see, it's all different numbers. But here's the key with the range. Just remember, you subtract the highest value and the lowest. So in this situation, I have set it up easier, so it's be 8 and 1. And if we all have passed our first grade math, and if we haven't, well, thanks for watching, because this is going to come in handy for you. 8 minus 1 equals... Trumpet stand's got it. My trumpet stand. Equals 7. So remember that, always. Because this is the key to everything. Just trust me on that. Standard deviation, on the other hand, is a whole nother story. I'm erasing these examples and setting up a new set because standard deviation is a pain in the neck. It's worse than people's reaction to Shinji from Neo Genesis Evangelion, or Evangelion, whichever way you want to say. Like everybody says, get in the dang. Oh God, what was it? Get in the dang Ava, Shinji. Shinji. I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong. Yeah, sorry. But anyways, guys, let's get on to it, shall we? So, standard deviation is set up into 4 steps. Step 1, you just find the mean of the full set of numbers. So, let's say I've already got it, and if you remember my first example, how I had 92, hold on, I've got my calculator again. Just got back from school. What do you expect? Where is it? Here we go. So, if you remember, if you remember my example where I made 92 divided by, what was it, like 8, I believe? Divided by 8 is 11.5. Yeah. That would be step 1. 11.5. That's the answer for step 1. Now, keep this in mind that on most math tests, and not to mention math homeworks that require you to show standard deviation, you will have to show all 4 steps. Not the individual ones like finding the mean and then so on for all the other steps. I mean like showing, like on the questions it says, show standard deviation using these numbers. You'll have... Hey guys, sorry about that. My recording software timed out on me. I just realized it. Anyways, let's get back to it. So, I got 11.5 here. And, well, that's step 1 complete. Step 2, we're going to have to plug these back into the numbers. So, just give me a sec so I can write them down, okay? Sorry about that. And we're back. Sorry about that. But we have our mean from step 1 of trying to find our ratios. Now we're on to step 2, where we have to subtract the number from each individual, meaning 11, in this case, 11.5 minus 7. That's just part 1 of step 2. So 11.5 minus 7 equals 4.5, but we're not done, because we might have to multiply 4.5 times 4.5. That's 20.25. So 20.25, 13. Subtract 13 minus 11.5, that is 1.5. And then we have to multiply 1.5 times 1.5 to equal 2.25. And since we have, oh wait, we have 7 twice, so I can write down 20.25 again.
What's going on?
Next after that, we have 4. So, 11.5 minus 4, that's 7.5 times 7.5 is 56.25. Next, we have 14. So, 14 minus 11.5, that's 2.5. 2.5 times 2.5 is 6.25. 6.25. Okay? After doing 14, we're moving on to 18. So 18 minus 11.5, that is 6.5. Then 6.5 times 6.5 equals 42.25. 42.25. 17. So 17 minus 11.5, 5.5 times 5.5 equals 30.25. 30.25. Last but not least, 12. So 12 minus 11.5 is 0.5. And 0.5 times 0.5 equals 0.25. Now we just gotta add them all up, okay? So, that'd be 20.25 plus 2.25 plus 20.25 plus 56.25 plus 6.25 plus 42.25 plus 30.25 plus 0.25. That equals 178. And now we have to divide it by the 9 numbers we have. 8, sorry. Divided by 8. So 170 divided by 8 equals 22.25. That's step 3. So step 3 is 22.25. Okay then, I'm gonna have to erase all this, so I hope you copy that down if you're taking notes on this. Sorry if I move a bit too fast. Pause the video anytime. At any time during during the lesson to do it. Sorry if it's a bit late to say this. I should have said at the beginning. But anyways, let's do this. So we got our number for step 3, but it's not over. What we gotta do is not find the mean of this. No, that would be an infinite loop, paradox, I think that's called. But anyways, what we gotta do is find the square root. The square root symbol on your calculator should look something like this. Or if you're using it anyways, it looks sort of like that heartbeat thing when you're on the, oh god, I forgot what it's called. I think it's defibrillator? Leave in the comments section below. And if anybody has somebody in the hospital, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what it's called, but, the pulse, whatever it is. But, anyways, let's plug in our number to find it, shall we? The square root symbol, 22.25. That's 4.71699056. Now then, that would be good, but we're going to have to round up. Since there's a 9, that will round the 6 up to a 7. So the answer to step 4 would be 4.717. 4.717. And there we go. The entire lesson in a nutshell. But anyways, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and tell all your friends about me. And if you have another math lesson to go over, you want me to go over, just tell me. I mean, otaku math is all here. And I know you're wondering, but what's this got to do with otaku math? Like, what's this got to do with anime? Well, since it's the mean, median, mode, and range, this has nothing to do with it. Mainly because it will require a word problem, such as, say, well, let's do something simple, shall we? For the example. Actually, there is one way we can do it, and then we can use it, but it only works with standard deviation, okay? So, for all you anime fans, you should know this. I mean, if you don't, why do you call yourself an anime fan?
Megalovania.
I'm just trying to move this up a bit so the camera gets it. Pay no attention to that. I was on screen.
What?
Ew, what's, yeah. I have to talk to my interns about that. But anyways.
Nope.
Let's say we got a word problem, like, I got one. Okay.
Nope.
For those people who have seen Ruby, I know it's not considered anime, but to me, it is. Rest in peace, Pyrrha. Anyways, crud. The Ruby cast wants to figure out the total amount of people they'd have for season 3, using the methods, using the methods of standard deviation. So, we'd have to figure it out. Say, like, they want to find out age. I'm just going off of this. But let's say the ages are 11, 12, 18, 18, how old? Dang it. How old was Pyrrha again? Give her a nice one. 19, 15, 17, and 11. Mainly because Nora acts like a little kid at times. No offense. That's just so anyways, that would have to be step 1. We'd have to add them all up and find the mean. 11 plus 12 plus 18 plus 18 plus 19 plus 15 plus 11. That would be 104. Divided by... what? Divided by 8. That would be 13. No decimal. That would be the first step. Step 1. 13. Well, step 2. Step 2. Do what I did. So, that would be, first one, 11. 13 minus 11 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Next one is 1 because 13 minus 12 is 1, and 1 times 1 equals 1. 18. For 18, what we would have to do is subtract 18 from 13. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5. 5 times 5, 25. 25 for both 18s. Then we have 19. So 19 minus 13 equals 6. 6 times 6 equals 36. After doing 36, we're going to have to subtract 15 minus 13. That equals 2 times 2 equals 4. Wait a minute, what? 50 minus 3. Nope, it's still the same. So it would equal 4. And yes, I know. I just made that mistake. That discovery. There are some numbers that would equal the same no matter what. You just gotta find those numbers and think, wait a minute, I had done this before. Find the answer. Boom! You got it. So after doing 4 from 15, now we're on to 17. So 17 minus 13 equals 4 times 4 equals 16. Sorry if I sounded like a robot there. Lastly, 11 again. We all know this. It's 4. That's step 2. Gonna have to find room. Like a college professor again. Like a college professor, not again. Step 3. We're gonna have to find the mean again for all those. 4 plus 1 plus 25 plus 25 plus 36 plus 4 plus 16 plus 4. That equals 115. Then divide that by the amount of numbers we have, which is 8, and we get 14.375, which can be rounded up to 14.4. Yeah, 14.4. Then step 4, we'd have to find the square root of that. Now on my handy dandy calculator, I will put in 14.4, and the square root of that is 3.794733192, also known as 3.8. So that's step 4. 3.8. Yeah. We'll be covering how to find the decimals and how to round up and round down in another lesson, if you guys want me to, that is. I can do any kind of math for you guys if you want. Kindergarten math all the way to, well, currently at the year I'm sending this, freshman year of high school. Sort of. Okay? Anyways, guys, that's it for now. So, anyways, guys, before I end the video, I would like to put a shout out to a few people whose music I used. For instance, the songs I used during my mode, during the talk about the mode, were the songs, the Nightcore version of Music Box from the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 game. The original audio of this the original Music Box belongs to Scott Cawthon. The remix is a Deltahedron by Bandit. The original version, is by Deltahedron. Mixes. I used the Cowboy Bebop tank theme. Baccano's Guns N' Roses, I believe it was called. Hold on, let me check to see what else I used. I used the Fairy Tail opening. I'm not sure which one. There is a lot of Fairy Tail openings. And I'll get... other than that, I believe in the beginning I used the Undertale theme. If I didn't, it's mainly because I went through a lot of changes on this video. But anyways, all the audio I've used, I do not own. They all belong to their to their original owners, and I'll probably put in a link down in the tab below to show it. Anyways, guys, like, comment, subscribe, to see what kind of math lesson you'd like to learn, you'd like to know next time. And, well, that ends the video. Bing, bam, bam, boom. Goodbye. Before I go, guys, I also would like to say shout-outs to the guys who provided me with some songs. Baka Opai, or his Piece of Toast song, AMV song. I also like to shout out to the guy who made the Mafia Tale, alternate universe of Megalovania and Spider Dance. those are pretty good songs. Anyways, guys, I know I've been overstating this, but you don't know how much I need the subscribe and the likes. It helps out a lot. Also, if you're watching this, I'm in Sapphire, the YouTube star who makes the anime covers. If anybody can manage to get her attention for me, please tell her to comment in the video, and if she's willing to make a meant to help me out with a little project. Okay? Goodbye!